A quick thanks to Logitech G and the G432 7.1 surround sound gaming headset for sponsoring this video. To check out the tech behind the G432, click the link in the description.
You're alive.
Hello, it's Alice from Rock Paper Shotgun and I'm here with...
Matthew.
And we're at Gamescom, and Matthew has seen something he's very excited about and wants to tell us about.
Indeed. It's called Ghostrunner, and it's from One More Level Games. They're a Polish outfit. They made something called God's Trigger, which was a little bit like Hotline Miami. Ghostrunner, on the other hand, is not. This was actually revealed just before Gamescom in a trailer, which kind of went a bit viral, actually. Kind of instantly caught people's attention because it looks like this sort of crazy ninja-y Mirror's Edge, this very fast parkour game, which also promises one-hit kills, so very fast, lethal combat. So I decided to track it down, and this is what you are watching now, is my gameplay from the show. You'll have to apologise if I die lots. It's a very fast-moving game, and the difficulty level is pretty high, so they said people expected them to die quite a bit. He said I was average.
Did he?
Yeah,
Was
he
he
said
just being
literally
nice?
it took most people 20 minutes to finish the demo, and I took exactly 20 minutes. So...
Average.
I'm damn average.
So what is this? What's going on here?
Yeah, so this is a sort of dystopian world, basically. Everyone's dead. The remnants of humanity live in this giant tower, where their elites are at the top of the tower, and they're kind of oppressing the other people in this world. And you are a sort of supercharged ninja human type person climbing the tower. They didn't want to kind of go into too many story details, but you are trying to presumably get to the top and off whatever oppressive thing is there. And throughout this demo you can see hints of like the revolution starting. There are some sort of explosions in the background and whatnot, but for the time being in this is just the tutorial, so we're basically getting to grips with it. What it is if you imagine the kind of parkour from Mirror's Edge kind of, or Titanfall, so something like that, but with this really fast-paced melee combat with this sword. So, you know, if you imagine Mirror's Edge had terrible combat, Titanfall had really good combat, but it was, you know, once you'd done the parkour, you were into kind of gunplay, and it was a bit more not measured, but you had to kind of think around the situations. This is very instantaneous. So if they hit you with one projectile, you're dead. All you have to do is hit them with the sword once, and they're dead. That's the one-hit kill. It's very, very fast, very sort of furious. In terms of actual parkour abilities, they're relatively simple. You can wall run. You can vault up onto ledges. That's kind of it. What marks it out is this sort of air dodge you have, which I was playing with a control pad, was on the left bumper, and when you hit it you basically get a little forward dodge which lets you cross gaps that your jump wasn't going to necessarily make, or it allows you to dodge projectiles. So just as enemies shoot at you, you can go into this sort of bullet time and strafe around the projectile, and in that time you then land and slash them, which you're hopefully seeing on screen now. And that really is the sort of central kind of gimmick of it, is it's getting the parkour to get around these, you know, very Titanfall-like spaces, you know, these big kind of futuristic billboards you can run along, there's curved walls and whatnot, but then when you see enemies, you become this sort of, you know, sort of very balletic slow motion dodging around bullets, and you haven't got loads of slow motion, so you really have to make it count. Like, you dodge one shot and then you sting and go in. Obviously, areas have multiple enemies in, they really kind of pack them in and throw everything at you, so you have to do lots of very quick dodging around them. Over the course of the demo, I got quite a good feel for it. I do die a lot, as you're probably seeing in this footage, but it's I really love this quick shift left and right to dodge the attack. You can actually hit the projectiles back if you time them perfectly. Currently, that's quite difficult to do. They sort of suggested that that might be something they're kind of tweaking or looking at, because they think it could be a more substantial part of the game rather than just this bullet time dodge thing. But the bullet dodge is just really satisfying. Like when you're running, even if you're not in the air like I am in a lot of these shots, you'll see somewhere I just run along the floor and then dodge quickly, and you're basically skidding around bullets. When I was talking to the producer on the game, he actually brought up Superhot as a sort of inspiration, that kind of moving around bullets, but where that's very puzzly, this is very arcadey fast. You know, it's not about having the time to work out how to make it all work. Like, you just have to do it, and because the checkpoints there are many of them, but you're expected to kill all the enemies in little clusters, and if you don't, you're back to the start of that little section. So you really have to learn where everyone is and pick them off. I talked to the producers about the wider game, how it might work, and he sort of described it as, currently it's quite linear in terms of the action driven like this.
Yeah.
He said that there could be levels which are slightly more open spaces, because I asked him, like, would these parkour skills be used for exploration, or is it always this forward kind of momentum pushing through enemies? And he said no, there could be some sort of wider open areas. They're still working on it, obviously.
So is it just like a linear story from start to finish?
Yes, although he did say that one of the things they are looking at was maybe introducing potentially like Metroid elements, kind of backtracking, having like a central hub where you then go into areas from that, so it's not directly linear. Whatever they do, they want certain areas to maybe give you new gadgets or toys or weapons to kind of give them a unique feel and a unique mechanic, which to me actually felt very Titanfall 2. And one of the things that campaign does really well is, like, there's a level where there's like a time travel element, and there's a level where you're in a factory where these houses are being built around you, and they feel very like an intense challenge that only exists for maybe like 15 to 20 minutes, and then you move on. And it sort of sounded like they were thinking about a similar thing here. One example of a gadget is you have this grappling hook, which comes in quite late in the demo, which is just like another wrinkle in the parkour. So, like, on top of hitting all those wall jumps and doing those air dodges, you now have to swing across gaps or grapple over to these big street signs that you can run along and things like that. And he sort of suggested that, like, the grappling hook might be something that's switched out for something else in a level, for example. So, like, I think they're experimenting with ideas. Like, right now they're just kind of got the feel of it down and wanted people to play this demo and kind of and get to grips with it. And I thought it was marvellous.
Sounds like you did.
As tutorials go, it's pretty exciting, and as you can see, the game looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it does.
But what I think will really sell it for people is if they see it being played more by pro.
Right.
So what we're actually going to do is switch over for the rest of the video. I'm going to step aside, and what you're going to watch is the producer playing it.
Right.
So you can see a very smooth run through of it when it's played by someone who's very familiar with the controls. I think he dies like once or twice.
Oh,
but,
really?
Yeah, so it's a nice thing to see. I think it will give you a really good idea of what Ghostrunner is really about. It feels really satisfying in your hands when you pull off those perfect little kills. There's almost a Hotline Miami element to it.
Oh, okay.
In terms of everything's coming at you and you somehow kind of make it through, and it feels really great. It's a great rush.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really excited to see more of this one. Like, it, announced just before the show, big surprise, a really pleasant surprise, exactly the kind of thing that you want to see at Gamescom.
Yeah.
So yeah, look out for Ghostrunner. It's coming to
Ghostrunner.
PC. I think it's also coming to Xbox One and PS4.
Okay.
On PC, it's also going to have all the RTX ray tracing gubbins.
Ooh.
So as you can see from the world, it's all very futuristic. So you can look out for some shiny reflections and whatnot. But yes, this is looking great. So if you do have any further questions about it, pop them in the comments, because I chatted with the team for quite some time.
Okay.
So maybe I can fill in some more information. But
Nice.
hopefully that has got you excited for Ghostrunner.
Yes. Well, it has me. I hope it has you at home.
Wonderful. Let's watch the developer do his stuff.
Okay.
God, your software is a mess. I've rebooted your acceleration module. You should be able to squeeze through that turbine. You can use acceleration while in the air.
The trespasser is in the air ducts.
Careful now. They'll be waiting for you. Initiating the sensory boost. Focus. Hard and go for the kill. You won't last. You have to get me out of prison. I'm being held outside this dome zone. Follow the pipes to get out in the open. use the surfaces to your advantage. Slide to gain speed. Be soon. Signal. They know I'm talking to you. It's only a matter of time before they breach the doors to my cell. Find me before they get inside.
Dome on lockdown.
Each guard has a built-in lockdown chip. Disabling it will unlock the doors.
All tenants are to remain in their homes. Lockdown lifted.
Go. There's no direct access to the prison tower. I'm uploading drivers for gap jammer implant. Prison tower is up ahead. Hope you're not afraid of heights. They're breaching. I've got to hold it longer. Find my cell. There's little time. Take care of the guards first.
Prisoner termination protocol initiated. Prisoner termination protocol initiated.
Hello, us again. It's the end of the video. Just want to say thanks for watching. Hopefully you've seen the producer show you what the game can actually do.
Yes.
And now we have a very quick message from our sponsor.
And thanks again to Logitech G for sponsoring this video. Featuring 50mm audio drivers, a 6mm mic and DTS Headphone X 2.0 surround sound technology under the hood, the G432 headset immerses you in the action and ensures you'll always be heard for a complete gaming experience. Find out how to order yours by following the link in the description.
Thank you very much to them, and if you enjoyed this video, why not stick around on the channel for more from Gamescom over the coming weeks. We've got lots of exciting stuff that we'll be showing you.
We have.
We've got some good Cyberpunk stuff coming up, so wait for that with anticipation, and please subscribe to the channel for more videos like this.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Face to face, that is. Now, let's take a look inside. This may feel a little strange.